Coach's Corner is brought to you by Capital Investment Company of Virginia. Hello and welcome in to another episode of Coach's Corner. I'm Mitch, Stewart, and this morning I'm joined by Roanoke Dawgs head coach Dan Bremner. Dan, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, of course.
So you guys get 5 out of 6 points on the weekend with Fayetteville and Knoxville rolling into town. That's your second best performance in a 3-3 so far this season. What was your assessment of your team's play and what seemed like a pretty successful weekend for you all?
When you say that with our 5 out of 6 points being our second best 3-3, we haven't had a lot of 3-3s. It's been a while since we've had them. I don't remember when we had the last home 3-3, but you definitely saw the wave of energy. I thought Friday night, being back home after a long stretch of road games, we were great. Energy was really high, and we controlled most of the game. Saturday, big crowd in the building, and our guys know they came out a little bit flat. The energy kind of flatlined for us a little bit, and whatever it was, I think Fayetteville was playing a very controlled game as well, and both sides weren't really throwing their weight around too much. It wasn't a hugely physical game, so it kind of killed that energy vibe from the arena a little bit. But give our guys credit, the 3-3 or 3 and 2.5 at the afternoon game. They came out with a ton of energy against our favorite team to play in Knoxville. So they came out through the body, created our own energy that way. And sometimes when you're not feeling it like that, just throwing the body or getting engaged like that can really drive your legs. So all in all, 5 out of 6, we're always striving for more, and we feel like we could have gotten 6 out of 6. So it's on to the next one, but always looking for those 2 points.
It was a big weekend of accomplishments for you all. Bear with me here. I'll read through them for you real quick. So Friday night, you clinched your President's Cup playoff spot and the season series against your rivals, the Fayetteville Marksmen. On Saturday night, 300 or so short of a sellout here at the Doghouse, and you all were able to get a point in that game. And then on Sunday, you guys set a new franchise record with 29 wins in a single season, and you clinched the season series against your rivals, the Knoxville Ice Bears. Out of all those things kind of happening in the culmination of, like you said, about 60 hours or so over the weekend, what do you feel most proud of, or what do you think was the most impressive for your team as you look kind of back on this season and on this weekend as well?
Obviously, we like to take a minute after somebody scores a big goal or something like that to make sure we recognize it. But one thing with this group that I'm really excited about is even from the start of the year, we've been very focused on the big picture. So it's great to take a minute and enjoy 5 out of 6 points, to enjoy making some franchise records. And this group has all year been a part of break-ins of franchise records. So it's great for another feather in the cap. But after that day moves on and we look at video the next day, it's on to the next one.
So you bring in John Stampahar, another defenseman coming in along the blue line. He had been playing his first couple pro games in Kansas City in the ECHL after his season with Wisconsin Superior had wrapped up in the college ranks. What can we expect out on the ice from John? What's kind of your scouting report on him as he makes his Dawgs debut this weekend?
Big body, good skater. He gets up and down the ice really well. He finds shot lanes really well as well. He's got a great shot from up top. And just pretty good at instincts all over the ice. So we're looking to plug him in, and he's going to be carrying regular defenseman minutes against a very good Peoria. So it's fun to get a guy in like that, and he's going to get tested right away.
It feels like it's been a constant topic all season long where we've talked about how good your defense or how good the goaltending has been for the Rail Yard Dawgs. And another big weekend for you guys this past weekend between Austin Rodebush and Brody Clays. They turned away 91 of 96 shots faced. How crucial is it to kind of get that strength for your team and the goaltending and on the back end kind of rolling here at the right time as you try to transition into playoff style hockey?
Oh, it's the biggest. I mean, you see it from the NHL level down when a goalie gets hot. The rest of the team rallies, yes, but it also just becomes something that other teams see and they know going into it. And it can almost be get in their heads a little bit, knowing that you got some goalies that are playing the right way, and both Rhodey and Clays are over the weekend were fantastic for us. That Knoxville game, final score looked like a bit of a blowout, but there was opportunities early for sure. They're a high octane offensive unit. And Brody made some huge saves for us to keep us in it, and then obviously we took advantage of our opportunities later.
You alluded to the Peoria Rivermen coming into town this weekend. Hard to believe it's the first time that you guys have matched up this year. The first place Rivermen have not seen the Dawgs since they won the Cup here at Berglund Center last spring. So this last one's a bit of a two-parter. The first one, just kind of what do you expect to see from the Rivermen out on the ice this weekend? And the second part being, do you feel like there's a little bit of added motivation in the locker room or for you as you guys approach this weekend, seeing as you guys haven't seen them since they were able to lift the President's Cup here in the Star City?
Yeah, it's obviously been a long time since then, and we've had it marked on our calendars when they come to town, and I couldn't ask for better timing. What we expect from them is very good hockey. You know, they're consistently playing good hockey. They have buy-in across the board from all their players. So it's a great time to measure up. It's a great time to kind of test ourselves and prepare ourselves for playoffs. But that being said, we're focused on each game as they come. So 2 points at a time. And as far as extra motivation, I'm sure there's going to be some jam from our guys with them putting us down in the finals last year in our building. So opportunity for a little bit of redemption on that in the regular season. But again, our focus is going to be on those 2 points.
Well, Dan, best of luck to you all this weekend. We're excited for it.
Thanks, Mitch.
That's going to do it for this episode of Coach's Corner. You heard it here just now. Roanoke back at home again for a 2-game set against the Peoria Rivermen. It starts on Friday night at 7:05, baseball night here at the rink. And then on Saturday evening, a jam-packed schedule for you. We've got wiener dog races, we've got youth sports night, and we've got the Peanuts night with the specialty jerseys being worn that'll be available for auction after the game. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great rest of your day. Coach's Corner is brought to you by Capital Investment Company of Virginia.